Imagine you are walking slowly into a hall that does not belong to any city. The walls are tall, built of stone that glows faintly, as if it remembers sunlight. All around you are shelves, miles of them, stretching higher than any ladder could reach. The shelves are filled with maps, but not ordinary maps. Some show countries that never existed. Some show rivers that flow in circles. Some show roads that lead only to the edges of the paper and then stop, as if waiting for someone to continue drawing them. You lift one map from a shelf. It is soft, almost like fabric. When you unfold it, you see it does not lead to a place, but to a memory of a place. A market filled with clocks, each one ticking at a different rhythm. A bridge that leads from one dream to another. A small town where every house is painted the exact shade of early morning. You set the map down, and the shelves seem to lean closer, as though curious about your choice. Further ahead, a long table stretches across the hall. On it are more maps, but these are alive. One curls and uncurls like a sleeping cat. Another shimmers with light, showing a city where the buildings move ever so slightly, like trees in a breeze. Another hums quietly, as though trying to remind itself of the way home. At the far end of the table sits a globe. It is larger than you. It spins slowly, but it does not show the earth you know. Instead, it shows oceans shaped like letters, continents shaped like hands, mountains shaped like questions. Every time it completes a turn, the shapes rearrange themselves, so the world is never the same twice. You walk past the globe, deeper into the hall. Here the shelves begin to bend and twist. They no longer stand straight, but curve like vines in a garden. Some stretch across the ceiling, as if they want to climb away. Some dive into the floor, leaving only the tops of books and scrolls peeking out. Between two shelves you notice a doorway. It has no door, only a frame, carved with symbols that seem to shift when you look at them for too long. You step through. Now you are on a staircase. It does not go up or down. It stretches forward, bending gently, as though deciding its own direction step by step. Each stair is different. One is made of wood, warm and polished. The next is stone, cool and rough. Another is covered in green moss, soft under your feet. As you climb, you notice that shadows walk beside you. They are not attached to anyone. They move at their own pace, sometimes quicker than you, sometimes slower. One pauses to lean against the railing, as if tired from a long journey. Another skips a few steps ahead, eager to see what comes next. At one landing, a tall clock stands with no hands. It hums, low and steady, marking a rhythm that is not time, but something else entirely. You continue upward. The staircase curves and curves until it leads into a chamber of glass. The walls are transparent, and through them you see countless staircases floating in the distance. Spirals, zigzags, ladders, bridges that go nowhere. Each one carrying its own collection of wandering shadows. One shadow waves at you before disappearing behind a turning spiral. You wave back, though you are not sure why. At the end of this glass chamber, A door waits. It does not look new nor old, simply certain. You push it open, and the staircase fades behind you. You step into quiet. Not silence, but quiet. The kind that feels full, like the pause between heartbeats. Before you is a garden. The ground is soft, covered in pale sand that glows faintly under your steps. And rising from the sand are trees, tall, motionless, their trunks made of water held in shape. They do not ripple, even when a breeze moves through. They stand still, as though frozen in time, yet alive. Each tree reflects you as you pass. In one trunk, you see yourself walking through snow, though there is no snow here. In another, you see yourself standing on a beach at dawn, listening to waves that have not yet reached the shore. In another, you see yourself asleep, dreaming of this very garden. At the center of the grove, there is a pool. Its surface is perfectly smooth, like a mirror, but the reflection is not of the sky above. Instead, the pool shows another world entirely. Mountains shaped like spirals, a river flowing upward into clouds, a single boat drifting across the surface of nothing. You kneel at the pool's edge. For a moment, the world inside the water seems more real than the garden around you. But when you touch it, the image scatters into ripples, and the pool returns to calm. Above the still water trees, shapes drift across the sky. Not clouds, not birds. Something between both. Something without name, gliding with ease, leaving faint trails of light behind them. The air here is steady. The garden does not change quickly. It is a place of pause, a place of reflection, in more ways than one. When you stand again, you notice a narrow path leading away, marked by lanterns floating just above the sand. They glow in colors you cannot name, but you understand their meaning. They are guiding you onward. And so you follow. The path from the garden leads you to the edge of an ocean. It stretches farther than sight, calm yet filled with energy. The waves move slowly, yet each one carries the sound of distant thunder. Not loud, not frightening, but steady, like a heartbeat of the world itself. A boat waits for you at the shore. It is simple, carved from a single piece of wood that seems older than memory. You step inside, and without sails or oars, the boat begins to glide. The water beneath glows faintly, as though lit from within. Fish drift by, but they are not ordinary fish. One carries lanterns along its fins. Another moves like a ribbon, folding itself into shapes as it passes. Others are simply shadows of fish, with no bodies at all. Above the sea, the sky shifts. Stars slide into new positions, rearranging themselves like pieces of a puzzle that never finishes. Some stars drop low, close enough that you could reach out and touch them. But when you try, your hand meets only cool air, as though the stars prefer to remain just beyond your grasp. Far in the distance, an island begins to form. Not from rock or earth, but from sound. Each wave that rolls in adds a note, a tone, a vibration. Together they build a shore that waits for you. The boat drifts closer. The thunder grows softer, like a drum fading into the distance. The island rises taller, its shape becoming clear, a land of shifting light, where towers bend and reshape themselves with each moment. You know this is where the journey will continue, but not tonight. For now, the sea carries you gently, slowly, across its glowing surface. The waves move, the thunder hums, the boat drifts, and you rest, carried forward into the next dream.